Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How you all doing? Hope we're all looking good. See if it works. So far so good. Everything seems to be working fine. The audio seems okay. All right, guys. Let's do this. What's going on right over here, guys? MSGM. Ooh, it's been such a long time since I've seen one of these. We actually had one of these recently, a few months back, I think. I forgot the name of it, but it just happens once in a blue moon, isn't it? Something like MSGM goes from what? Let's have a look actually. So it actually goes from sub $3 all the way to the highs of trading today at the pre-market of over $80. Ludicrous, just ludicrous, it's just unbelievable move. This is what a squeeze can do when there's a lot of short sellers trapped in it. It just is just a pure squeeze, pure squeeze, as you can see. Like, I mean, this thing, it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense. You just trade what you see, right? And what I see is some crazy nonsense. I don't care what the fundamentals of this company is, what the catalyst is, but this is gonna. I mean, next week we will see what happens to this company or this stock price. I think we're gonna see the mean reversion to, I don't know. I mean, like to where it started from. Just maybe cereal or something. So very interesting MSGM. Yesterday, basically, we were watching this and started running crazy, like over here. So it was a gapper, yes, it was a gapper, but it just wasn't really sort of gaining momentum until about 10:09, 10:10s, 10:11s. This is where it starts really pick up. It started ramping back up over a VWAP with huge volume. And it just never looked back. Just completely parabolic, huge moves, huge. I mean, I think there was multiple halts on it, up and down. I believe, was there a halt down? I might be wrong on the halt down, but up we had, I believe this one was the halt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 halts for sure to the upside. Could have been more than that, but that's what I see. 4 halts. And we had, did we have anything on the downside? No. So everything was a halt up. So that suggests that, yeah, the price was really sort of screaming higher and basically squeezing every short seller in existence. Anybody who touched this thing yesterday for a short, I mean, pretty much got screwed, right? Unless you were lucky enough to actually take something there. Even then, you know, these kind of moves would have chopped you around, you know, especially this move up. Even if you have taken anything here, this would have chopped you around. So you probably wouldn't have made anything on it, you know, even if you were lucky, to be honest. So, yeah, MSGM, just crazy move, crazy parabolic moves without getting punished at all. So that suggests basically that actually sort of coincides with what's happening right now. So if you think yesterday was crazy on MSGM, check today's pre-market out. So it closes about 20, right? Closes about 20, and we have pre-market move that has started from almost 20, let's say, and just look at that. Goes to 22. Yeah, this is post-market basically, yesterday after close, yeah? But today, pre-market, started from 20, and look at that. Just screams, takes a high of the post-market, takes high of the previous intraday level, and just never looks back. It's just pure euphoria, pure run to the upside, pure buying. There's no selling, right? So look at that move from 20s all the way to 45s in a move that has had no pullback whatsoever. What an amazing run. What an amazing run. And whoever hoped, and I hope nobody kept this, any short sellers that haven't kept any of these, bag held this for the short side, they would have, as I said yesterday as well, even yesterday, this kind of stock is going to blow a lot of accounts. Yesterday it blew a lot of accounts. Today it's definitely going to blow more than yesterday. So look at that now. So around 6:45, 7 a.m. it starts to really pick up, right? Unfortunately, I don't trade at that time. I come to the like right here, 7:30s. I come to the to the desk, 7:30s. By that time, it was too late. It was trading at the highs at that point, and I was like, this is gonna, this is nuts. This is nuts. You can't touch it. It's a fire. So this is what we see, guys. So we have a stock that has gone from sub $3 all the way to the highs of 81s in about a day or so. Think about that, guys. Think about the percentage moves. We've got like thousands and thousands of percent move. So crazy, guys. Crazy. Something like this was recently, but a while back as well. This was a while back. It was DWAC. A while back was DWAC. All right, let me just do something here, guys. Let my chat know that I'm live. Live now. Yes, sir. Okay. So DWAC, if I can go back on this data, maybe I wouldn't have, oh, there we go. Okay. So, so this DWAC is very, very similar. I mean, DWAC had a much better catalyst, I think, than MSGM, but hey, it was trading around 9s, 8s, and then all of a sudden that day gaps up, which the first day was going to run. $12 a gap, and then off it goes all the way first day to $48, $50. At one point, I think it touched 50, 52, something like that, right? And it closed very, very strong. This is exactly the same thing, exactly similar sort of concept, whereby it squeezes the hell out of everyone and it just closes strong. Same goes with the MSGM that happened yesterday. So closes strong. Now, what happens is, obviously, over the pre-market, post-market, there's a lot of trading going on as well. There might be a lot of short sellers trying to sort of come out of it in a panicky manner, or pre-market, they are just more trapped sellers from yesterday. Look at the stock and say, well, what the hell? This is gapping up instead of gapping down, and they're pretty much taking orders off or buying it back, hence creating a massive short squeeze again at the pre-market. So that's what we're seeing. This is exactly what happened here, as you can see. First day, strong close, and then the next day gaps up. You know what? It gaps up from 45 all the way to 119 almost, 119. And this day was massive. So, I think what's going to happen with the MSGM as well is similar sort of scenario where a lot of people are squeezed very badly. In fact, trapped, really. Teacher strike day. Oh, wow. They even teachers are striking now. I mean, I saw that coming anyways in UK. They had to. UK is just not a country for teachers, to be honest. Yeah, so welcome, Silk. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, MSGM has moved. Have a look at this, Silk, Ray. This stocks moved from $2 a day ago. A day ago on the close was $2.50. Yesterday it goes from $2.50 all the way up to $27.33, 35 cents. Right? Sub $2, 27. So we see these kind of things on stocks sometimes, not all the times. Sometimes, once in a blue moon, you will see these kind of entertainment stocks that's gonna just start ripping and getting everybody trapped, especially somebody selling this thing. So what we were expecting now from this is pretty much similar to DWAC, as you saw. It's a huge gap. I mean, it's still trapping people, it's still squeezing the hell out of everything else. And we are looking at pretty much it's still trying to go, basically. It's still not giving up. It's still trying to go. Right? Yeah, it sounds like profit, but these ones can actually trap a lot of short sellers. Short sellers are the ones that actually benefit from the falling market. So a lot of people think that this is overpriced and it's gone too much, and they start selling, and they average in. By the time it actually goes further beyond their limit where they can hold, it just goes way past that, and the accounts get blown out. So automatic sort of reposition of the stocks or rebuying back from the brokers, basically. Sometimes they don't even have control over. Say, for example, if you don't have enough money in your account and this has squeezed way beyond your stop or max account loss, then brokers don't have any choice but to basically get rid of those handicapped shares, basically, or in this case, buying it back for you. So yeah, this has been a war in entertainment yesterday, and today is going to be a big, massive. Yeah, it's going to be something that I'm going to be watching. But chances are, if I do trade, I probably will not call this out, because it's going to be something to do with a lot of watching it like a hawk and deciding very quickly. Is probably going to be scalping mentality on this. I wish I could call it out, but I can't today on this one specifically. So I'm going to keep that. Very, very interesting stock. And you're probably noticing smaller history in stock runs and squeezes. Anyways, so let's go to SPY. So we are, we've been, SPY is doing okay. I mean, we are in the kind of like a bull market, start of a bull market, I think. And it's still early to call, but at least the price action is kind of going towards that indication of a bull market. We are seeing higher lows, and daily is looking like it's breaking all the, crucial levels, crucial structures, basically, on the daily to the upside. That suggests basically that we might see some strength coming into the SPY. And if we do get some follow through, then we could see easily the 410 get broken, and then we will see a confirmation of the bull market, hopefully after that. But still, it looks good, and I'll stand by my call of SPY being, or market being in a bull market. I would say since October I've been calling this thing. So it has been running, actually. That was the last low of the year, low of the whole move down for the whole year. So now the question is, how fast are we going to take out that 410 level? Well, that's the question, needs to be answered. We'll find out in the next few days, or maybe next week. But so far I see really, really strength coming in. I mean, only recently as well we've had really, really strong move to the upside. And when I say strong, SPY normally doesn't move in these kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days. It will basically move in 3 days and then go down and then continue up 3, 2 days. That's the routine. That's basically the way SPY's daily moves. But now if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of green. And even the pullback, the red day, was actually a red day, good red day, yes, but there was no follow through, which was supposed to be yesterday. Yesterday, if SPY was weak, and if SPY wanted to basically stay with the trend, which was downtrend, then it would have continued for the second day, third day, fourth day, just like it did before, right, at that level. But it didn't. Actually, it held the second day. It started running without, I mean, yesterday's strength was pure strength, right? Look at this. Initially, we talked about this chop here. Yes, we understood that there was a chop there, but we needed to break that. And as soon as it broke it, it just slowly kept on creeping up. Slowly kept on creeping up, as you can see. Just pure uptrending market. Not the cleanest, but SPY usually it tends to be like that. But if you put up 5 minutes, that's why, you know, if you're beginning, if you're, you know, starting out, look at this. I mean, this is, if you look at the 5 minute, it looks really great, right? Beautiful uptrending market, right? 2 EMA getting respected every single time it comes to it, bounces off of it. The only time it breaks it is at the end with the power hour. But look at the power hour close, right? So we have that half an hour of that move. I would say half an hour of the power hour was very, very good sort of time to actually trade this thing or any other major caps. So really, really decent move. And it closed up extremely strong, really at the highs. You know, highs and the close is actually very similar. That goes to show strength. Now, why are we seeing a gap down? Well, usually, to be honest, from these kind of moves, from these kind of strong moves, we do tend to get some gap downs, yes, on the SPY. Yeah, probably profit taking, or, you know, it's a bit extended and, you know, just scalping. There's a lot of reasons it could happen, but usually it comes, it will bring up a little bit of a gap down, which is perfectly normal. That's not the sign of weakness. If it is a smaller gap down, then we might see a gap fill very quickly on this one, and then maybe continuation to the upside. But that's the first case. Remember, guys, I always show you, trying to give you on SPY 3 case scenarios. Yeah, it's very easy to react to something that you've already planned for. Okay, if you don't have anything planned out, and reaction is going to be really difficult and different from what you should be doing. So if you look at SPY or anything that you're watching, you need to put certain scenarios in mind or write it down. Okay, that's your game plan. So what are we expecting on SPY? So first is we're going to see what it does around until it opens, which is another hour to go, right? So we're going to see what it does. If it's hanging around here, gapping down a little bit, then the first case scenario, which is the most probable one, would be that it continues with the strength to the upside and fills the gap and goes from red to green and continues this trend to the upside. Okay, that's the first case scenario. Second case scenario we have is it's going to go to fill the gap, right? If it's already gapping down now, this one at this point doesn't, if it does fill it now, it doesn't matter, because it's still that gap within the gap zone or gap time frame. We are in the pre-market, it hasn't opened. So at the open, if we see this thing trading anywhere around the lows of the yesterday's close, that's the gap. That means the gap down, right? If nobody knows, I mean, if somebody doesn't know about gap down, is if a stock is trading lower than yesterday's close at the open today, then that is a gap down. And same goes for gap up. If a stock is trading above yesterday's close today at the open, then that means it's gapped up, right? So we are seeing gap down at this point on SPY. So second case scenario, we are going to see this trading gap down still, and then it's going to start to go towards that gap fill. And depending on that level, which I think 406.50 is quite a bit of a level. Depending on the level, how strong it is, that level holds and the gap fill happens, and then we see a fail coming in, right? So initial reaction of the level, rejection comes in, and then weakness starts to set in on SPY. And we see some sort of a weakness coming into SPY. So that's the second case scenario, especially if it takes out that VWAP. Okay. Third case scenario, we might chop around. We might chop around, or we might even actually fill the gap before the market opens. Now, in that case, we don't have a gap fill idea at all. If it starts to ramp back up towards 406.40s and it opens then we are going to be looking at a market that actually closed yesterday and opened today at the same price level. So there's no gap downs or gap ups. In that case, we will just watch what it does from yesterday's highs. If it starts to trade over 406.60s, then yeah, we could see start again. It comes back to the first case scenario, which is the strength coming into the SPY, maybe looking for long opportunities. The other one that could happen is it's just whichever area is trading at, we could also see a possible smaller range day, maybe an inside day, somewhat smaller range than yesterday or a few days ago. We've been seeing a lot of wide range days. We might actually see a narrow range day. That means something like this. Okay, yesterday I did mention this, guys. Please be careful trading in the beginning because we have been seeing a lot of wide range days. Make sure to understand that SPY could actually chop around in between certain levels and just wait for it to break out. In this case, it was beautiful. It actually respected those levels within, I would say, for at least half an hour, right? About 45 minutes. In fact, I would say half an hour because this was the main move that is actually started the whole trend up. So from this on, where actually this level goes beyond that, and that level goes way behind. So this was a choppy area we were watching, and we were avoiding a lot of trades that shouldn't have been taken then. So it was good on us to actually avoid a lot of larger cap trading here. I did take Tesla short, I believe, which was a small loser, very tiny. I think it was close to break even, or maybe a small loser. But then I attempted long on the Tesla when SPY started to ramp back up, because that's what I was expecting from SPY. Yeah, that also stopped us out before it actually went to multiple hours for us. But hey, so that's you've got to understand that SPY can do that. SPY can actually chop around in between the levels. Make sure you wait for the right setup. You wait for that. If you have a level that needs to be broken, it needs to be broken before you actually do something about it. So wait and sit on your hands and react to what you see, not what you think. All right. So that's SPY, guys. We've got quite a lot of scenarios. To keep it simple, I'm going to recap. So a first case scenario, we're going to see strength coming in, gap fills, and then continues to ramp up to another continuation of another strong day, strong green day. Okay. And the second one could be that it attempts to gap fill at the open, gap fills, and then this level of gap fill area here is a strong level as well that actually holds, and it starts to reject from it, and then we will take it from there, because that rejection, we want to see how far that rejection goes. That rejection could just be a pullback. But if that rejection comes in with a huge volume and rising volume, then we might think that it is a reversal instead of a pullback, so we might look into shorting opportunities. So first case scenario, long opportunities. Second case scenario, shorting opportunities. Especially if it starts to take out the VWAP under 405. At that point, it's just going to be, depends on how it moves. It's going to be close to this area anyways, the zone. So we want short ideas if it starts to do that for the second case scenario. Third case scenario, basically it can chop around and create ourselves a nice choppy market, not a trending environment whereby it's staying within a very small range and it hasn't broken it yet. Until it breaks that, we're going to wait. Just like yesterday, guys. Yesterday actually was a third case scenario, which was a chop. And number one, first case scenario, which was I was discussing, if it does break out levels and continues to stay above the level, then we are going to see strength coming into this, which was the case. So we could actually see that the chances today are also quite high for that. So yep, that is all covered. SPY, be ready for it, guys, if you are ever trading, especially larger caps. Now, let's clean up our watch list. Let us clean up our watch list. Hold on, before I do that, let me just do a few things here. Today is an FOMC as well. FOMC meetings happening today. So around that time is going to be very choppy, very quiet. So you want to really avoid trading in and around that time. So let's have a look at that actually, because I want to make sure that we don't trade then. Okay, so let's find our calendar date facts. Okay. Let's get off everything else apart from USD, and we only want to look at medium and high impact news. So I use sometimes Forex Factory because it's much easier. I've been using this for years and years, and basically this does the job for me. Forex Factory has a calendar right over here. I only use it for the calendar purposes. You can also use the Market Watch calendar. There's a lot of ones, but this one is much clearer for me because the impact is shown with a just a color, and the others, they just don't show the impact of that specific economic releases. So I'm only worried about these red ones. Okay, red are the highest impact economic releases. So in this case, big one, right? We're talking 8:15 a.m., which has already happened, I believe, right? ADP non-farm employment change. So yeah, the actual is 106. Non-employment change is 174. So it's a bit, yeah, it's lower. ISM manufacturing PMI, that's also quite high in the high impact news. And also quite a lot of things. FOMC statement is the one that a lot of people are watching today. So 2 p.m. is when this is going to happen. By that time, I'm not going to be trading anyways. I'll be way outside of trading hours for me. So if you are trading anywhere close to this time, which is 2 p.m. EST, watch out. You don't want to be trading around starting 1 p.m. to be honest. In fact, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., those are the midday lunchtime. It's going to be very quiet anyways. You just avoid the trading at all after, before or after that. Because after this as well, 3, 4 p.m., that's your power hour. Yeah, if you want to stay for power hour, that's fine, but just only for power hour. So if I was trading and I was to come back for lunchtime, I'll actually come back for power hour only, which is about 3:30 p.m. EST. Something like that, 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. Depends on how much time you have. Anyways, so then the others are just related to FOMC. Anyways, yeah, be very careful trading that. We do have ISM manufacturing PMI that's going to be 10 a.m. That's the one that's going to affect my trading because I do trade around that 10 a.m. area. So yeah, that's the one I'm going to keep an eye on. Second, wealth income. Yeah, I do a lot of when it comes to trading. I have investment. I have swing trading ideas. I do run swing. Quite a few things at this point I'm running. So yeah, not just day trading. Day trading is just a daily job, I would say. It's very similar to a job. Come in every day at the same time, do every single routine that you do every single day without getting bored. Make it a process, not just random sort of selection of acts. So yeah, it's gonna be very routine based, very disciplined. Come at a screen, everything is routine. So it's more like a job, really, full-time job. But then the rest, swing trading and position trading, mostly is investment, and that's to grow the wealth or grow the account. To be honest, I've got things that are running at this point for me is Nike. I was, as you know, guys, from here, I did point out, I was discussing this 118.80. This actually I mentioned in the stream for people who were following me. I'm going to swing this thing at the break of 118.80, and I'm still swinging this thing, believe it or not. And I've taken quite a few out, and I've got a runner, but it's still looking beautiful, still looking good. So from 118.80 all the way to 130s at 1.129s or something like that I've seen. But it still has more, it hasn't broken any structure. It's looking very strong. And I mean, I would really like it to be holding here and then break 130, maybe even add to that point. But that's going to take a while. So that's one of them that I'm holding. The other ones, quite a few things that I have been looking and holding and missed quite a few as well. IQ was one of them, guys. This day was the day that I should have taken it, but in fact this might actually give us an opportunity today. So if you're watching this, IQ is on the 7 break, and if it does hold that, then that could actually be a really good long opportunity for swing opportunity, because we would be breaking a very strong level that is actually held from before, from this move up, and finally we're attempting to re-break that with some the issue with this one is you want to watch the volume is quite low on this stock, right? We are talking now, I mean this day that it moved quite strong brought up some decent volume, to be honest, and if it brings anything close to that, then yeah, the breakout could be really quick. But remember, it doesn't have to happen today. It could happen in the next few days, next few weeks. But as long as we are seeing strength and it's not taking out that 5, I'm still going to be longing this thing for possible long opportunities. IQ looking good. So yeah, Silk, I do definitely, as Silk is asking, what am I investing? What am I looking at to build up my wealth? I mostly swing trade. So that's something that works really good for me, to be honest. Lucid also is one of those that I wanted to take, but I couldn't take. I missed the opportunity to take this long on Lucid. This actually, believe it or not, Lucid is a really beaten down stock. So this stock comes from 55, 57s all the way to the lows of $6, right? $6. And at this point, I think there was some decent news behind this whole move, this reversal. And I think around 8 or 9. I'm not too sure, but you can go back to the stream if these days, I was mentioning I'm longing. And every single day I was taking a small amount of basically losers just to be able to catch this. And the day that it actually happened was Friday, which I don't trade, unfortunately. So, but when I do trade, I do look at my swings. But this Friday was specifically the day I didn't actually look at my swing ideas, and that is the day it moved, and I completely missed on the break of that 9. But the idea was the break of 8, but then 9 was also a better area where it broke out of. So yeah, just completely missed on that. So I'll miss quite a lot of swings, but I'll catch quite a few as well. So when I do catch them, I let them run. XM is also one of them that I caught, and I'm still in it, by the way. Oh, wow. Okay. Oasis, where are you, buddy? Look at our XM. So basically, we started XM on the stream, actually. 1455 was, 1450s were my average. And yesterday I took out actually, I took out at the highs right there, the partial. And then I actually added, I think I added here 15. I'll show you guys. So we are going to be, I'm actually, whatever I took out, I've actually added way more than that. So I'm really happy with what it's doing right now, gapping up quite a bit. Really good. So we started this thing 1450s, and now it's trading at, hopefully it stays with that gap up 17s, close to 17. So huge percentage move. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm sure Oasis, if you're still holding this, we are looking actually really good with this thing. So few of our swings are really doing well. I haven't got any swing that's actually in red at this point. So let's go. Right, let me have a look at the questions, guys. Sorry, I was a bit busy with got caught up with the questions. So what's up, Snicker? Welcome, buddy. Sorry, I was I was kind of busy. I didn't notice you. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Oh, really? There's still ice on the road. You're not well as well, right, Snicker? You're not right. I mean, obviously, bosses always would want you to come, but yeah, you got to take care of your health as well. But what did you decide? You gonna go or not? Anywho, let's look into certain. I'm gonna quickly create a watch list, guys. I'm just gonna brush up on my watch list and then keep it clean. If there's anything I need to remove, I'm gonna remove. And yeah, for example, something like BZFD, it's already done its move that I was expecting yesterday. I wanted to short this thing, but I missed it. So the opportunity was really right here somewhere, and then it just went so well. A percentage move of, I think, about what, for 30-40%, which is huge. Actually more than 30. So for $3 stocks, it went about from 3 all the way to 230. So that's what, 70 cents? 77 for huge. That's actually way more than I thought. But BZFT now is gapping up. See, that's the thing. It's still in. I wanna let go of this, right? I wanna say BZFT is done, and I don't want to trade it. But look at this now. It's gapping up. Yesterday's close was 230. Now it's trading at 265. As long as it's trading there, there might be something there. So I'm gonna keep that. BBAI. Yesterday I kept it because I wanted to see if I could have some opportunities to the short side, which it did give really beautiful shorting opportunities, and it really was a decent trade. If I was there, I would have definitely taken that. But as you know, I start leaving stream and stop trading around 11 a.m. EST, right, until this point here. Okay, so BBAI, what's the volume on it? 25 million. So we might not see that. So I'm going to remove this, guys, for the moment, because I just see the volume declining on this one. We did talk about SPY, guys, by the way. If you haven't seen, if you were not here when I was talking about the SPY, you can go back to the beginning of the stream. I always talk about SPY. The first thing I see is the SPY and talk about it and analyze it. And just to give you an idea of what I'm looking at. Sophie, basically, Sophie. Yesterday, I was kind of looking for longs on it, but I mean, the price action, I just don't. Sophie has always been like this. I mean, the ATR or ADR on this one is really kind of bad, because for a bigger move that we see is 650 all the way to 690. So that's a 40 cents move, 40 cents. Although, yes, low price stock, but come on, 40 cents, especially when you're gapping up and really sort of going for. The reason why I like this one is because it was an earnings gap and go, and I have a strategy based off of that, and it kind of really chopped us around, but finally it gave us a chance to actually enter later on during the session of lunchtime. I think about 11, after 11 or 12, yeah, after 11:30. There you go. This is where everything started to run as well. So I missed the whole thing. But anyways, today, crucial level is 7, guys. This area here, huge level. I mean, don't expect too much of a move anyways from this one. You know, it might not even be worth it for day trading, but for swings it could be. That's why I'm watching this. I'll keep it on my swing list, but not on my day trading list. And to be honest, you know, even for swing, I'm gonna be very careful taking something like this with the full size, because 693. Let me have a look. Customize this bad boy. We're gonna bring this and we're gonna bring that. We're gonna remove those. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna remove net change, and we're gonna put our, what are we gonna put? Shares. We need to know how much of a bigger stock this is. Okay, so Sophie. All right, so we move that there. ADR is about 6. Okay, ADR is not too bad actually. 6% ADR is not too bad. And also we've got 459 million average volume in dollar amounts. So that's not bad. Yeah, but yeah, it's just the range, isn't it? But anyways, so I'm gonna keep it probably for swing ideas. Keep Sophie. CVNA. Let's have a look at CVNA. CVNA. All right, so CVNA is, also was one of those that I missed on for swings. Well, happens, I guess. Are we going to see anything on this thing today? Well, it's still in play. I can't remove this because it's still, look at the volume. You know, we still have that way larger volume than your average. Your average volume is on about 17 million on this one. We're trading right now at about 60 million. So definitely, and the range, look at the range. We're talking, you know, from $6, $6.30 to $8.30. So that's about what, $2 for an $8 stock. And also these ones. So quite a lot of ADR on this one, or ATR, could be quite high. In fact, let me just put the marking here for an ATR or ATR. I wanna see what it looks like on this bad boy. Let's have a look. ATR. We can use ATR. We can use this one for sure. It basically goes over on the volume though, unfortunately. And let me change that. Actually, I can move it to the volume area, which will mean that it's going to show on the volume for the last 20 days, yeah. And we've got, if I was to push this up, what is it going to look like? It's going to look like that, yeah. So, you know, we're talking about 12% ADR and 11, almost 12% ATR. ATR is 12%, ADR is 11. So very similar. Huge though for a percentage wise. Yeah, that looks good. ATR. ATR. Okay. Yeah, so CVNA definitely is going to be kept here. IQ was one of those that for the swing ideas for sure. But we might have missed this. Again, 7 break could be an opportunity to take some decent trading on this. Again, as you can see from yesterday's level, this level still is in play. Right? So as it starts to attack that, we'll be watching this like a hawk. Look at these levels that plays out really great, guys. This thing moved, HSCS was the one I was watching, and I was saying, look, if it does get back to this level, I'm going to start to look for shorts. But unfortunately, it happened when I wasn't watching and when I wasn't trading. It happened in power hour, last hour of the trading session. It went to the zone, and it literally rejected from yesterday's highs and came back down, almost covering 50% of the move. That's probably less than 50%, but very close to 50%. If I draw a Fibonacci here, actually it's more than 50%. Wow, look at that. Goes almost to 60%. So yeah, then a big pullback, right? So it's a very low price stock as well for me. This is something that I just not too keen on, and the volume was very low as well yesterday. So I'm going to remove that. GMVD, I think this is done. I'm going to remove that. W, I've been watching this, but it's not really looking good now. Remove. Okay. MSGM is going to go straight on the list for sure, because we are looking at something that is basically that happens once a year or twice a year, right? It just doesn't happen. Something like this doesn't happen. MSGM. That goes from $2 all the way to 28 in one day, and pre-market is trading at the highs of $80. So, yeah, why not? Okay, LAC, clear drawing set on this bad boy. LAC looks like it has gone yesterday. I was watching this, but no, I'm not. Yesterday, why did it gap up? Was it earnings? And it actually held this gap, and it's really run nicely. So we could see some sort of a move coming on this one, actually. Really nice looking chart. Not the greatest, but we are at this trend line level here. Yeah. So the trend line is coming up to this level 2560s, which actually right now is trading on. So this level we are seeing right now is a strong level which it's rejecting from. So that's the level I'm going to watch on this one. If it starts to reject from there, I might take some opportunities to short it. But the volume though, look at the volume. Even a day like this, a gap up and go. It brought about, what, 13 million volume? Yeah, about 13, 14 million volume, which is not too great. But the average volume on this one is about, I would say, 3 million, which is not good at all. So we'll see. If the volume picks up on this one, I will keep an eye on it. Otherwise, I'll just ignore it. Wow, Amazon is failing. Amazon is actually weakening. Tesla also is a weak stock today, guys. Tesla is also a weak stock. I'm just going to see what Apple is doing. Apple is relatively strong. Apple is relatively strong compared to others. And let's have a look at the NVIDIA. Oh, wow, Tesla is still showing weakness. There it goes. So, Tesla, we were watching this, still in play for sure. And it's, oh, actually, it's a gap up. Tesla gapped up instead of, so I'll take my words back, because it's still gap up compared to SPY, which is actually a gap down. So yeah, Tesla is not as bad as we thought it was. But right now it's, you know, if you look at the current price action, yes, it's relatively weak, regardless of the fact that it's actually a gap up, right? Because we are seeing a huge move down. This probably maybe in an attempt to basically catch up to the SPY's price action, maybe. It could be that. Whereas SPY is also looking like it wants to stay under VWAP. Yeah, looking weak at this point. Okay. So, yeah, We'll look at the SPY later on. We'll catch up with SPY in a minute. We've got another half an hour to go for the open, so a lot of things can change. GNS is one of those that I was watching, but it's just it's starting to. I don't know about this, guys. GNS is very odd, very unusual. Yesterday I was kind of expecting yesterday to be weak and taking some possible shorting opportunities on this one, but it just went and then chopped around. The only thing I'll say, guys, is GNS, we have an inside day candle, okay? Although the volume is all right as well. I mean, we've got like 30 million volume. That's not too bad, actually. Really good. GNS is an inside day. So, you know, the low of these inside days and the highs of these inside days usually are crucial levels. When it takes those out, then that's usually the direction that it follows. So it could be quite a simple trading methodology whereby you just you don't look anything in between, right? At this point, we're trading at about 550, right? Right there, 550, yesterday's close. So now if it does take out that 580, 585s, then we might see some strength coming to the upside. If it takes 5s out, then we might also see strength, weakness under 5, which is probably better for me because I expect this thing to be going a bit further down than if it's going to go up. Let me have a look at that, by the way. Dubs, I've seen you in the stream before, right? Dubs? Or am I wrong? Is this the first time you're coming in? So GNS, possible shorting opportunities if it actually starts to weaken under 5s. And if it starts to take that high of 580s, then yeah, long opportunities should be there as well. Because we do have this stock as in play stock, right? Welcome back anyways. Yeah, you have been here before. Yes, old and gold, right? Welcome back, buddy. Good to have you back. That's why I was recognizing. Oh, Dubs, I know. All right, let's have a look at ARDS, as Dubs mentions. Boy, oh boy, Dubs, I'm not going to be rude, buddy. This you can't trade this. You know, there's no way you can trade this. I mean, I don't want to even, like, there is a reason why I don't trade anything that is sub $2.50, sub $2.50. I just don't. I mean, look at that. It goes to 250, comes back down. Goes to 250, comes back down. Especially 3s, right? If it doesn't stay over 3, it's not even worth your money. And look at the volume. How much of a volume do we have? Like, for me, here's the thing, Dubs. I don't know how it works with you. I mean, everybody is different. You might have an edge in these kind of things. I never had an edge. That's why I don't look at them. It doesn't mean that, you know, my way is the only way. It's just, I'm here to express what I think I should be doing, right? So I'm just giving you an idea of what my thought process is. For me, don't get me wrong, for me, it's a big no. Big no for me to trade. I will not even look at it, right? Unfortunately. And you might ask why? Well, a lot of reasons. One is it's under $250, okay? It's under $250. 2, volume is, let me show you the volume on this thing, right? It's trading at 60 cents. So it's 1.3 million volume. 1.3 million volume. So volume is basically horrendous. Say, for example, if I wanted to take 20,000, what is it, 20,000 shares, something like that, 30,000 shares. Let's give you an example, okay? So on this candle, Dubs, on this candle we had maximum, I'm looking at the maximum candle, maximum volume candle, right? We had 68,000, 70,000. 70,000 shares were traded on this candle. That is the highest volume candle. If I were to trade 30,000 shares on this thing, half of that volume is mine, right? which is a big no, because if half of the volume is mine on that candle, I'm probably going to drive the price if I'm going to start to buy it very quickly. So yeah, it's just illiquid, not great for me. So one for me, volume is a big thing. It needs to stay over 15 million, 20 million. I've actually made a video on stock screeners, which I'm using my Finviz scanners. I think I'm sharing few of my most used scanners. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. In that, I stress on what the volume should be. Usually it's over 20 million, especially for a small price stock. You need it to be over 20, 30, 40 million in shares, right? In sales. So it doesn't meet any of this. The second criteria, however, is also very crucial and important, is that average. Obviously, the price of the stock, it has to be over 3. Anything under 3 is just, is gonna rip you off. The third one, again, one of the most important one, is the range. Okay, if you look at this one, this is the ATR, guys, and the ATR is about 20 cents, right? Which is actually not too bad for a 60 cents. That's a huge percentage on ADR, to be honest, 30% ADR. So these things, small low price stocks, can have huge ATR percentage, which means nothing really, right? So yes, sir. ARDS, in my opinion, dubs, I would stay away from these, especially if you're like starting out. Go with the well-known, at least medium float, small float, which is over 20 million. I mean, average volume of 20 million should be fine. Let me show you my watch list, right? At this point, what I'm seeing, okay? What do you mean, Snicker? Me and you again? What? You didn't go to work? Damn. I've got to face you now. I've got to have you on the stream. Your ugly ass. I'm gonna have to deal with you now. The last thing I wanted to do is deal with you, especially the ill version of you, the sick version of you. Get off my stream, buddy. Anyways, so MSGM is going nuts, by the way, and let's have a look at the remaining versions of the watch list. So we are getting MSGM's MGAM, which might be, is it related to? Okay, so is this related to MSGM? The only thing I see is the name. Okay, MGAM and MSGM. The name of the company is completely different. MGM is Mobile Global Expo or something like that. Now QNRX. Okay, I'll keep MGM as well, because it seems like this is also reacting to MSGM. Sometimes it could do that. Honestly, sometimes it does that because of the name, right? A name mistake or something like that. But I want to read the news. Why is this up though? Why is this up? Shares of several gaming and esports stocks are trending higher in sympathy with motorsport games amid increased volatility in the volume in the name. So it's a sympathy for the MSGM. There will be a lot of sympathy names today, guys, for MSGM, and better to trade them than MSGM, because MSGM is going to rip you to pieces with this range. I mean, we're talking like, have a look at MSGM, right? The normal range. Dude, this thing has an ATR of freaking... Let's have a look, because I don't want to look at the daily, but I want to look at what the... So let's see if this is an average range. So on a minute chart, guys, on a minute chart, 6580s to 6280s. We've got a $3 range on a minute candle. 1 minute candle ATR on average for the last, let's say 10 candles is $3. What does that tell you? Usually your stop should be like 2-3 candles, right? So that's like $10. So you have to have at least on average $5 stop on this thing. Even then, that's not enough. So that's why I say stay away from MSGM. Okay, let's have a look at others that I like. I like you guys mentioning other stocks that that is really interesting. I'll have a look at the other one, but let me just go through the gappers in a minute. Dubs, QNRX, QNRX. Also, QNRX might be one of those as well. The gaming related stocks. Could be, but it's already showing weakness. But it's actually gapped up from 150s all the way to 3s. So this is very interesting. I think there will be a lot of shorting opportunities today. Shorting opportunity. These things that are gapping up, it just doesn't have any pure fundamentals reasons why it's gapping up. I mean, what's the MSGM's move got to do with a gaming stock? Unless it's dosing of first patient in clinical trial in Netherlands syndrome. Okay, so this is biotech, and they are actually, what is the result of a clinical test? Nah. No. I think I'm gonna short this one, guys. QNRX. I'll keep it on my radar. QNRX. Okay. And then we have BZFT that I already have, so that's gapping up. And Baidu Inc. is gapping up. What is this? Is this an acquisition? Somebody acquiring this thing? Right? We move from 135. This has got to be an acquisition. This is 100% acquisition, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's read. I just paid this price target maintains buy rating. Would be worth 1,100 today. There we go. Actually, you know, it's a buy rating, so it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. Elon Musk has advised Trump heads campaign for China threat and more. And COVID-19. Citigroup maintains buy on Baidu, raises price target to 176, which, yeah, it's a buy rating. Almost all the big analysts are saying it's actually a buy, so that's why it's moved up. I'm very surprised this is actually not a buyout. Buyout will look like this: an acquisition. This company is being acquired privately or by another company will look like that. Very strange, but I'm not going to touch that, guys. That's just at this point. I'm going to keep it on the list, yes, but I don't see much happening on this. It just doesn't have that range, as you can see. Actually, you know, I might be wrong on the range thing. It does have quite a bit of range. If anything, I'll probably short this thing because the fact that it's moved so high, so quickly. I mean, $10 move, more than $10 move. Yeah, and the volume is not supporting it. If the volume was strong, then I would say, okay, this gap is understandable. It actually makes sense. There's no volume, so that means it's not very sustainable. All right, that is my... Anybody else see anything else, guys? All right, MITQ? Is that the ticker for it? Is that IQ? MITQ? Oh, MITQ. Okay, let's have a look at MITQ. MITQ is gapping up. It's gapping up from 117s all the way to the highs of 192. So at one point it looked very strong, and right now it's drifting down. So you know, I don't see strength coming into this for a long time, because this rejection came in very, very heavy. So this is being this short seller, heavy short sellers are eyeing on this one. As it pops, it's going to be shorted. Yeah, it's going to be shorted back to 118, 120s. I think it will reach that gap fill today faster than you think. So that's what I think. I don't think there's going to be strength coming onto this one at all. And if it does, I'll be surprised. So what does that tell you? Well, it tells you that longs, there might not be long opportunities on this one. Shorts is going to be very expensive to short anyways with the borrow costs. So I'm going to leave that alone. But I'm going to share a really good one, actually, much better than before. I'm going to share this watch list for the moment with the Discord chat, guys. And if you don't know, I'm going to show it again. This is our Discord right here, YB Trading. And we normally watch list. Yes, I'm going to post this watch list here. So Wednesday, if I can actually write. There we go. So Wednesday's watch list today is we're looking at Tesla, BZFT, SPY, obviously always there, CVNA, LAC, IQ, and we've got gappers, quite a bit of gappers actually. MSGM, which is deadly, don't trade it if you don't know what you're doing. QNRX, MGAM, Baidu. That is the watch list, guys, for the day. Oh, swing plays. Let's have a look at swing plays, guys, because that is something that we can all relate to, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Good, really, really good questions. I love that question, actually, because I love swing ideas. Okay. We are on Doku, guys. Doku. Okay. We have 60, 50 is the close. Okay. If we start to see a volume, in fact, the close is right at the highs. So initially, I will wait on this one, guys. Initially, I'll wait because I want to make sure that it actually creates some sort of a price action so I can trade off of it. But this is long biased. This is a swing idea for longs. Anything over 60, 70 is fine. For me, I'll look into this one, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. DOCU. Okay. Now, it might not happen today. It might actually go break that and then come back. That's why I want to wait for it. Maybe ideally 10, 15 minutes wait would be nice. If it does create some sort of a price action under that level and it starts to take out that level later on, then it's even better because that'll be better time frame for me to actually take longs on it. Doku looks good. Okay. Momo doesn't look good. TAL doesn't look good. PDD doesn't look good yet. I'm just giving you what I'm going to be looking at today. Okay, today. Billy is the one I missed, actually. Billy was the one I missed this day, guys. And it ran quite a few days and then pulled back. This might actually give us some opportunities. Actually, yeah, in the next few days, it might give us opportunities. So I'm going to keep that. MLCO, by the way, might be looking... this is not relevant now because it's actually not making any... it's better to put a level like that, yeah. So this basically is like that. So yesterday was the one that actually should have taken something there, but today we might see an opportunity on this one as well, guys. So I'm looking at MLCO for today as well, right? So we've got Doku, MLCO. Swing plays, I don't swing penny stocks, unfortunately. Penny stocks is just not sustainable for me. I try to swing something that is strong. Look at this thing, Dubs. So it goes from, let's say, after earnings, okay? That's crucial. We have to understand something. If something changes fundamentally, and if something changes surprisingly well for the company, then what happens? Who drives the market? Who drives that stock? Is the investors, okay? If investors think that is actually underpriced right now because of the fundamental changes, usually comes with earnings beat, surprise earnings beat, then that's when stock is going to rally. And we are talking about rallies that actually sustain itself for months and months. So this rally actually started from, let's say, November, right? November 2022, and it's still going. Okay, still going. This was, yeah, so that's why I need to look into something that is going to sustain its move up. All right, IQ could be another opportunity, guys, and also this one, maybe in the next few days, this one also might produce some decent result. VKTX is something I've been watching as well, but the volume is completely dead on this. Like, we're talking, what, 1 million volume? So this is why I don't like to look at low-priced, low-volume stocks. Just not going to do it for me. TMA looks good. HAL looks good right now, actually. I did take this 40 break and then benefited from this move, but now it's another opportunity over 41.20. So quite a lot today. Quite a lot of names, guys. Swing today. Let's have a look at my swing todays. And now Lucid is not today. XM for sure. CVNA. Billy Boy goes from there. IQ is gonna stay. PDD looks kind of alright, but I missed it. So PDD is just probably not good for me. Doku is there. HAL is definitely there. GERN. GERN, not looking kind of alright though. The volume is really bad. NKE has been, I've been holding this thing from 118s, guys. 11880s, actually 119. Let's call it 119. Still holding it. So that's not today. MDGL, not today. BZ, maybe not today. So more important ones for me right now would be IQ, Doku, and HAL. Okay. Okay. Sneakers. Thanks for the coffee. Let me get my coffee. Actually, you reminded me for my coffee. Thanks for the coffee things. I'll owe you quite a few coffees, man, every day. You're gonna get me addicted. All right, buddy. Cheers. Let me come back in 5 minutes, guys. Gonna grab myself a coffee. Yeah, drink nasty coffee. It's the Snicker. It's the age, bro. I'm not young like you guys. Remember when I was young like yourselves? I used to hate very strong cheese. Okay, I could not stand the smell. And I used to ask myself, how come these people love to eat these, like very strong, one of those, like, what is it called? Like blue veins in it, the cheese that has blue veins, right? I was like, shit. I saw somebody eating that when I was young in the train, and I had to change the train just because of the smell, right? But now, dude, when you get old, right, your taste buds change, man. Don't make me say it. I'm old. Dude, that's life. That is life. Okay. So, what are we looking at? Yeah, I know. A lot of people told me that I look much younger than I say I am. I am young at heart. I'm just turning 21, whereby I can legally drink. Yeah, I feel young, guys. It's all about feeling. How you feel. Doesn't matter what the number is. Doesn't matter. You might be double 20, right? It's all right. Let's keep an eye on Tesla. And I want to keep some of these. Okay, so we have QNRX. That's already. I don't see QNRX doing anything, to be honest. It's a fail. Yeah, QNRX is gonna fail off now, I think. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this one. So, but MGAM, there it goes. There's the failure there. And we might see that MSGM doing the same thing as well, right? Look at that thing, guys. Look at that. Whoever had the balls to short anywhere here, guys, they are laughing right now. They are laughing. Hey, buddy, what's up, Seven? Welcome to the stream. Yes, we've been bull since, let me tell you, on SPY. Since actually these days of the bounce on the 380s, we've been bull on it. But that doesn't mean we're gonna ignore complete weakness. Sometimes, on the bull market as well, we do get weak. Stocks doesn't move in one direction completely, right? We do have that pullback, which we saw on Friday. We had a pullback, red day, but immediately yesterday it actually recovered and showed us strength that it wants to continue. So the price action is completely changing, guys. The environment is changing, so better be prepared for that. Here's the thing, at this point I'm not going to explain because it's going to take a long time and we're just about to open 7, and I'm not saying this to be rude or anything, don't get me wrong, but if you go back to the beginning of the stream, and always for those of you who are watching the recordings, every single day at the beginning of the stream, the first 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes will be discussions on the market, the SPY, what I'm thinking, what I'm planning, and what my thought process is. What are the case scenarios we will encounter and how we're gonna handle them. So yeah, I'll definitely highly recommend you guys check the first 10-20 minutes of the stream and then come back, join live. And for those of you who are actually watching the recording, then yeah, sit back and enjoy the stream. What's up, boys? Welcome, buddy. How you doing? How are you settling? New country. Well, you've already been there, but yeah, good one. Yeah, we like that. What's up, No Mercy? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. No Mercy is here as well. Our options trader. No Mercy, what do you think about about Tesla? Because that's something you constantly trade, right? Yeah, it's fine. Oasis. It's only a few months. We'll catch up properly when you're back fully, or as usual. Ding ding ding. We're open, guys. Best of luck. Yes, sir. Good luck, guys. Okay, IQ. I'm gonna be looking to start this thing for possible swing ideas, guys. IQ. As long as it's over 7, it's fine for me. Oh shit! Sorry, really? Sorry about this. I completely forgot. It's just subconsciously I forgot about what I'm doing. Just concentrating on what I'm seeing. Sorry about that. I forgot that I was really close to the mic, guys. My bad. Okay, I'll try to be a bit quieter on the chewing thing. Okay, so IQ, I'm going to be trading on the side. I did go through the plan on this one. I don't have to explain over and over what I'm looking. But we want to keep an eye on SPY, what it does. Just like yesterday, we might see some sort of a range that is going to chop around within. Once it starts to take that range, then we can actually start to look into trading anything big. At this point, I see this. I see this, but that's not a big one, guys. That's not nowhere near a big level. Sorry about that. Dude, those ASMRs are not bad, actually. I love them. I still watch them once in a while. Yes, sir. Let's go, IQ. Yes, sir. IQ, baby. Dude, my IQ is doing kind of okay. The trade on this was, as I mentioned, guys, when I was talking about the swing ideas, over 7, right? As long as it holds. Now, as it broke the 7, that's not an area to take anything because it's too late. On the pullback, however, if 7 starts to hold, that's your clue, right? But anyways, it will require quite a few days for it to work out. SPY's actually showing weakness, so this might pull this back down for maybe even for better entries, but yeah, we'll see. By the way, Oasis, our XM is not doing too bad. It ain't doing no bad at all. No glasses today. Oh, actually, later. No mercy. Later, in about half an hour, I'll have to put on the glasses. Actually, it should be my thing, right? It should be my thing. All right, guys. Oasis on XM yesterday, I added actually on XM. Let's have a look at XM. So I took out my partial was on XM right there, and I actually added I believe it was here somewhere. Yeah, I remember. Where was it? I think it might have been lower actually. Might have been lower. Oh, it might have been here. Yeah, it might have been here. Yeah, I took partial and added, but look at what it's doing right now. In fact, it actually went to 1750s at one point on pre-market. So yeah, looking really decent at this point. Yeah, quite happy with it. Now I can actually hold on for a bigger pullback if it does bring a bigger pullback. I'm really quite confident with the rest of the runner on this thing. Although I should be taking some out around 17s because from 1550s all the way to 17s is quite a huge number move. But we'll see. IQ is looking good, right? Even right now it's looking good for IQ, but for IQ, the plan is I will come out of it if it starts trading under 7s. If it starts trading under 7s, I'll come out of IQ because it's going to be a small loser. But I'm just going to give it a fighting chance, which means it's going to be low at the low of the day, which is 693s. So if it takes that out, then I'll be out. And then maybe another day I'll try on it, because sometimes what happens is fake breakout will come in, and then the second time it attempts to break is the more successful one, which could happen in a week or so. But so far so good. 715 breaks. That's going to look really good. So. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's look at SPY. Okay, SPY is bouncing. Look at this level, guys. To the tick, it hits it and then bounces off of it. We have a rejection coming from that level, yes, but we'll see what happens around if it does go to that. So we are quite clear now on where we stand. Although SPY is building up some momentum, but we are staying within this range now, right? Within this range. Within this range is a no trade zone, guys. If you don't want to get caught in a massive chop, at least, now this range is very small. Usually it'll be like a $1 range or something like that, right? More than $1 range, but it's still better than having no clue where you should not be trading or where you should be trading, right? So I want to wait for this to break that high, break this range, and then maybe look into possible longs until the gap fill. Yeah. MSGM. Yep. MSGM. Okay. MSGM. Are we seeing a halt on this MSGM? Are we seeing a halt on MSGN? Let's have a look. CVNA is running. CVNA and BBAI is also trying to run. So yeah, that's a halt up. So opens up, halts up, but then this one, I think this one will give us some decent opportunity for short today if I can short it. Otherwise, yeah, I'll leave it alone. IQ is slightly drifting down, which is kind of okay. That's fine. Might give us better opportunities later. QNRX looks kind of good for short. MGM actually is stronger than MSGM, surprisingly, because it didn't really drift down as much as MSGM did. But let's have a look at what the cost of this thing is. MGAM. It's expensive, guys. Wow, IQ is just drifting down, huh? It's attacking the low of the day now, so this might have to be a small loser on this day, guys. Yeah, they can't be, like, I can't trade the gappers. These crazy movers, MGM and MSGM, you can't trade it short, guys. It's just silly. The price action is just completely silly. And then the borrow cost is like what, 30 cents? Borrow cost is crazy. So I really wish to trade this short, to be honest, but no way. QNRX, however, how is the what is the range on it? Yeah, I think this is something that could be traded. Let's have a look. $16.79, so that's looking good. Actually, XM is looking really good, to be honest. So QNRX is kind of okay for not too shabby. QNRX. QNRX, I am looking possible short now. QNRX with a stop over 265. It's very small, small stop. It's looking good. IQ. Below 690s. All right. So now on IQ, if it does actually take out that 16690, I'll be out of it. Very, very simple. Remember, it's still a starter. There will always be at points when it starts to work our way. QNRX 260s. Okay, so that one is short from where? 257. 257. And this one I probably will hold a bit longer. 7. And the stop is going to be break of the EMA. So basically break of the 266, 67s. But I could always hold this until the VWAP because I feel like this will pop towards the VWAP and this area especially because a big level there. And then it will start to fade off after that. Feel like. But I can always come back in on it. Mm-hmm. Two 80s. Right. Okay. Sorry, I haven't been checking the chat. What is chat saying? What is chat saying, boys? What's going on here? Run on run on food stamps. Welcome to the stream, buddy. What would your strike price be on a long spike call? What would my strike price be on a long spike call today? I think, to be honest, if you're looking at what, it depends. Are you looking at it from a perspective of a day trading or like for a swing idea? I mean, swing ideas, I mean, this is probably the right time right now. It is, however, remember this zone that it needs to take out. We haven't actually had, on SPY, we have had quite a bit of move actually from this move, from 380s. So now if you're looking for swings, if you can handle the expected pullback, which is probably going to be close to 400s, then you can take it anywhere, any strike price. I would say strike price is always ideal, it's strong, guys. This one's trying to break this thing. I'm paying attention to this one. It's breaking it, right? Volume needs to come in. It's gonna, yeah, it looks like it's stronger now. So at this point, 405s, 406s even 40. I mean, as I said, it depends on how long you're gonna keep it. Is it a day trade or is it a swing idea? Let me know. Then we can discuss that. I mean, for example, if you are swinging it, let's say if your expiry is a month onwards, right, a month later, March expiry or end of February expiry, then you can even go for 407s, 410s. Because I'm thinking, we are getting to a point where it's going to start to really go towards that 410 areas and break it. And once it breaks that 410, then we are actually kind of almost confirming a bull market. From my point of view, and I've been saying that for a long time. But yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah, Tesla short looked kind of good there, to be honest. Tesla is weak, relatively weak today, but we'll see. SPY seems to be holding up. Again, remember, guys, that first half an hour on SPY or the market, we're still in that choppy environment. We are still in that choppy time frame, right? And I'll show you why I say that, because if you go back every single open of the SPY, you will see this kind of price action. Just when you think it's actually trending, it's not. Right? Just when you think it actually isn't trending. And just when you think it's trending, it's not. Right? Sometimes it will trend straight away, but yeah. We shall see. All right, my QNRX is actually doing really good, well. I really wish I could have and my IQ is looking really good as well. I might even add to this now. IQ is a bit stretched out though. I'll wait for the add-on IQ for my swing. But my QNRX short is doing really well, guys, right about here. So shorted here, 257, and I'm actually looking for a bigger move on this one. Hopefully the gap fill, 220s would be the first partial. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a bit bigger move. Maybe I'm greedy on this one, honestly, because 220 is an area where it could stall from. Yeah, that's the Snicker. That's the thing, with the SPY, it usually will look like that. SPY likes to be choppy right at the open, very choppy. In fact, it's more common to be choppy. What the Tasty Work itself, the platform 7? It could get boring, yeah. But we are seeing the break of this, the chop zone. So the issue with this one is we are not gaining that momentum, which we might be now. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so now, yeah, it definitely looks strong. As long as it's staying over this, I will consider this to be strong. Good. SPY is looking good. Yeah, Tastyworks 7, I will, although I don't have any links with them at all, I have an account with them. I will highly recommend Tastyworks. Yeah, they have been good to me, and most of my swings are from. Actually, my swings are from IB, but yeah, I've used Tastyworks, and their education content that you get from them is absolutely the best. It's absolutely, if you can spend some time watching their videos, watching their series. Remember, there's one series called Start from Zero or something like that, whereby the main lead, what's his name, Tom? That's Tom, right? He actually teaches a young girl, how to trade options. And you want to go through that series from beginning to end if you can, or even halfway, because if you do that, and if you're new to options, you're going to learn a lot, and you want to watch that maybe at least twice, right? And I believe, their content for education is just amazing. One of the best, if not the best. Bulls are taking over, buddy. Bulls are taking over because we might be in that bull market. Why do you think I put a bull market on my title? My IQ is looking good. All right, today is looking good, guys. Not too bad. I'm kind of happy with what I'm seeing. I like what I see. I'm liking what I see. Yes, 7. So take, that's what I think about Tastyworks. To be honest, when it comes to options, I haven't really tried a lot of brokers. Tastyworks, IB, and I think a few others which I didn't like. IB and Tastywork is the one I would say, definitely. And again, where you live is also what matters. I haven't tried Think or Swim or TD Ameritrade. They might be really good with options, right? Let's go Bulls. That's by the way, this is coming up to that first case scenario where we thought the initial open will be strength coming into the market, and then going up to this level, which is stronger than what we had, that gray area. So this level We're going to have to see what it does, because by the time it reaches there, we're going to have that extension. Then we will expect either a pullback if we reject from it. Now, 2-3 things that can happen around this level. It doesn't reach there and it starts rejecting from here, which is kind of okay. But if it does reach, it rejects from it and it reverses completely. But the ideal scenario would be that it goes and rejects from it, but then it pulls back with low volume and then starts to creep back over it. That would be ideal scenario for bulls. And also the third case scenario would be that it actually doesn't reject from this level at all and just takes out, which I don't think it has the strength to do that, right? Or it's already showing sign of rejection from there. But Tesla, woohoo! What's going on with Tesla, guys? Dude, no mercy. You might thank God that you didn't take that short on Tesla. It's just ripping. So this is going to pull the market with it, guys. This is going to take that level. What I'm seeing from other big, large caps, Apple is not the only one that's not moving. However, Apple is also about to break that VWAP. So, yeah, looks good. Yeah. I've never traded them for day trading. Yeah, I know what you mean, Seven, for sure. If you're talking about Tasty Works, it's only for swings. I actually use options for only swings. This is what I was talking about. Goes to that level and then rejects from it. Now, is this a rejection as in a pullback, or is this a reversal towards at least VWAP or the lows of day? We shall find out. Usually the volume will tell you. So by looking at the volume, it might be the latter. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, there was an opportunity there. But I mean, worst case scenario, gotten out on the break even or something. There's your rejection. Is the volume big enough for us to call this actually the start of maybe a reversal? The volume is there, range is there, so I'm kind of a bit leaning towards the reversal, guys. Kind of leaning towards, but Tesla is flying. Tesla is flying. Boy, oh boy. Wow, just yeah. I mean, I can understand why short. Yeah, no mercy. I can definitely understand that. Where are we on Tesla? Tesla is strong, guys. Tesla is strong. The only thing I see is 176 levels, maybe between that 176 and 7650 levels on Tesla, which is not even that. 176 might be a level that it could reject from. But if we see SPY starts to take out that level, also so Tesla might come into that level again as well. So if they line up together and start taking it out, then yeah. Those levels will get taken out easily. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No mercy knows it. No mercy knows it. Okay. What are we looking at? We are seeing some sort of curl back, volume picking up on QNRX. Tesla is rejecting from the 176 area, and that rejection came in. So that level, this level is actually quite important. And then we've got 176.50 as well. Interesting. I think we might have to wait. We might have to wait. I know, right? Tesla gone crazy. However, somehow Apple is showing relative weakness today. Apple, by the way. Right? Look at this, guys. I mean, this is clearly short written on it, right? But we want to see if SPY starts to reject from that level as in a reversal, then this might be a good choice. How is Nvidia looking? Nvidia is extremely strong. 199 breaks and really nice, beautiful. Nvidia and I think one of the other ones that I was looking at, there was I believe Netflix. They've been quite strong when it comes to daily. Their moves have been much sharper to the upside, right? So even now, for example, if SPY shows strong, wow, okay. Are we looking into that 10 a.m. Economic release? Guys, be careful trading at this point. I was mentioning this pre-market. 10 a.m. there's an economic, something, what was it? I forgot. There's a release of an economic event. What is it, guys? Do you know? I know that it was on 10 a.m. Thank goodness I'm not trading anything that's related to SPY or correlated to SPY. This is this is what you see from. Sorry, no, not that. SPY. Look at this. That's what you. Oh, come on, man. That's what you will see around that economic news releases. Look at that. Goes from 406, and it's usually reclaims back if it's not much of a change in the consensus, or is that a word? Consensus. This area is gone. As I said, that wasn't a very important area. There we go. SPY is bouncing back from that mishap on the news economic release. So, yeah, I think we might now have to wait for these areas to get taken out. Good one, mate. Good one. If you haven't traded, then yeah, it's good patience there. So we got 720 all the way to yeah, just pair that with SPY. SPY is weakening now, guys. Just remember, SPY is weakening. So pay attention to that. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. So that that did affect the market, definitely. So this one is not looking good, and there might be shorting opportunities now, guys. I am short biased now for the day on SPY, at least for now. Yeah, definitely looking like it wants to stay weak. But we could remember the news. If it's strong enough, it will actually have impact on SPY. For it can go up to 15 minutes to a half an hour even, like the chop that we see from the release. Yes, sir. Do 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 do. Okay. Cool. So both Tesla and the SPY. I mean, these levels, guys. I mean, I don't want to brag about it, but I'm gonna brag about it. It is what it is. It's the truth. It's the reality, guys. Look at these levels, guys. To the tick, rejection comes in. Look at these bounces from this level. And these ones are created pre-market, by the way. This is the only one that I was looking. I mean, there was a level I discussed on pre-market on this one as well, especially. But it's just the respect on those levels are immensely powerful. Massive levels, guys. You can actually trade off of these levels and do really well if you stick to a discipline of trading these. But I'll have to be always with you to create these levels. Guys, if you look at this, guys, okay? Just be patient today on SPY. If you look at this daily, all right? Let me show you something. If you look at this, and if it starts to take out the high of today, which is going to be in turn close of yesterday and high of yesterday. So that's why it's quite crucial this area gets taken out for us to call today strong, right? So right now it's a short opportunity on others right now, to be honest. Okay. But just remember, we have, what do we have at the bottom? Not much, to be honest. I don't see much. So this is looking good. Even this now, if it does come back and hit this level, it might not be as strong as before. Yeah, well, basically these levels, it's just the YB trademark, basically. It's a TM. It's a TM there. No, I'm just kidding. This is multi-confluence of levels, basically. Multi-confluence of important, crucial point of interests. All right, here we go. QNRX, my short, finally starting to pay off. I actually added here, I'll show you later, 246. 246. 246. That's where I added. And now my stop is, if it breaks that 255, I'll be out on it very, very small. But IQ, guys, IQ. IQ. I did a little bit of a blunder on this one, IQ. I'll show you. Instead of actually adding, I actually I actually took off some right there somewhere instead of adding. But hey, it is what it is. But then I re-added back, so that's fine. I just need IQ to be breaking that 735s and leave that 7s alone, at least the 710s. So that's gonna look good. And our XM is also starting to try to look to bounce. Just waiting on IQ though. Let's go Q and RX. Q and RX, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my neck. My neck is killing me, guys. All right, IQ is doing really well. I want this 730 to break with some decent volume, and then I'm gonna be okay with it. But SPY, this level is holding now. This level is holding now, right? Boom. Okay. My neck, my back. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna complain then. Snicker. You. Oh, dude. Hold on, hold on. All right, guys, I'll be back with my glasses. I need my glasses now. Actually, my eyes start to hurt. Just 1 minute. Just for you. Just for you, no mercy. No mercy, buddy. What do you think? What do you think? No, I actually needed it. Thanks for reminding me. My eyes were like, because I'm watching so many things right now. Hold on, it's not focusing. Okay, it's focusing. So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to remember things that I need to do. I completely was ignoring my eye strain. Appreciate that. Oh, QNRX. Oh, QNRX. Oh my God. All right, let's go. Let's go QNRX. Let's go, baby. 220s. Come on, reach for 220s and I'll take some partial. Reach for that 220s. QNRX. I'm gonna leave SPY. I'll come back to SPY in a minute because it's still, we are looking at the chop that between these two lanes, or whatever you want to call it, chop zones. It's basically stuck in traffic if you're driving. That's where you, right? And my IQ is doing okay, and my QNRX. Let's go, baby. This is why I want 220. I want to get hit, and yeah, along the way to twos, I will start to take more out. But I should be taking some out now, actually. So let's take some out. Let's take some out. If I can get it. I know I'm being greedy on the. I don't have to be. 229s. Okay. Let's see, 228s. 28. Could go. They're getting taken out. 29s to 28s. Oh, lovely, lovely. I like that. Send us a picture, buddy. No mercy. I want to see your glasses. I need to upgrade these, guys. I mean, it does work, but could do with some decent ones. Okay, 229, getting to 28, 27's okay. All right, Q and RX. Come on, let's go for 220s. 227s are getting taken out. 226 now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 226 are getting taken out. Okay, it's building up, so I might as well take some. But 227s, 228s. Unfortunately, I had to take some out, guys. 228, I think I got out on partial. 228. I could have waited for it, but I just had to bank in some, guys. I had to bank in. Is this the one? Okay. All right. So when it comes to what's his name? QNRX. Q on RX trade. Let me just because I had the partial, I can show you the trade on this one, guys. Q and RX. So here we go. Q and RX looking really decent. And I'm as I said, guys, on Q and RX, right? I am actually expecting a bit of a bigger move. So first partial is already taken. Sorry. Right here. Entry, and exit. First partial there, and the second partial will be close to 2s if I can get, and that'll be it for the trade. Very nice. Very tight stop as well, guys. The stop was initially here, and then with this ad it became here. So very tight stop. Look at the partial. Loving it. Loving these kind of trades, guys. Yes, sir. That's the trade for Q and RX. And my IQ, that's swing, guys. I've already mentioned what I'm doing with IQ. I'm not gonna I mean, if you want I can, but I don't need to share, right? Okay, so what else have we got? 256. 57. Here's the cover 100. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shop? Really? Shop. Dude, shop. Yeah, shop was a really decent entry right about here. The break of this area here. 50-35s. Nice. This might actually, this is really strong, man. Like, oh yeah, shop has been strong for the past few weeks. Actually, it's been really decent. I wanted to actually catch us. I think over here I missed it for possible swing on this because I missed a big thing on this one, guys. I missed a big one. Possible swings on this. Yeah, shop looked really nice over here. But I'm really not trusting right now SPY though. SPY is just weird right now. This is the effect of that economic release, isn't it? What was it though anyways? What was it? Let's have a look. I know that for 10 a.m. was something that I was very careful trading big caps. ISM manufacturing PMIs, okay. Joel's job openings as well. Joel's job openings. Okay, what is... That's green. So that's good. ISM is about red. So that's 47.4. So it's lower than expected, basically. Slightly. So it shouldn't be affecting the market that much. It's just barely anything. It happens, man. Don't worry, Snickers. It happens. Just wait it out, buddy. Well, at least that's a good thing. What kind of chair do you have? If it's a workout, I might get one of those. You know, because I sit on a chair a lot. So, yeah, let me know what kind of chair is that, buddy. Dude, W is also been trending up. W. Recently, I've had this on watch as well. And this one in the long run, it looks quite strong. The reversal came in very strong. And the way it's moving is actually could be a nice little reversal to the upside. And this has quite a lot of potential, W. I think there was some really decent catalyst behind this move as well. So, yeah, W is really decently trending higher. It doesn't care what SPY does, just wants to go. Wayfair. I think this had quite a lot of upgrades, if I'm not mistaken. Wayfair, yeah. S Racer. Oh, S Racers. I want to get that. I need to upgrade my system. My PC has recently been upgraded. Just that setup, the whole setup needs to be upgraded. Unfortunately, still new here. Anything could change when it comes to accommodation. But once I get confirmed accommodation, more of a permanent one, then yeah. All right, let's go, baby. QNRX is paying me. QNRX is paying me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. QNRX, baby. QNRX. I should have taken it. I mean, in hindsight, I should have taken it about 221 instead of 228. It's fine. Still, I can't be complaining about this. Still, a winner is a winner. Stop, unfortunately, still is above that area here. There's no other areas I can move the stop though. That's the issue here. So it's a gaming. I know S Racer. I've seen that a lot, and yeah, it's quite comfortable. MSGM is looking kind of nice for a long. MSGM. What about MGM? MGAM. Right now, it's not bad for long, actually. But we're looking at $4, around $4 stop on this one. That's bad. But it looks good right now for long. Dude, 44.20. So it's about 30 cents. Sometimes it goes about close to $1 spread. So, yeah. $1 spread is huge. MSGM. Let's look at the big names. Netflix, flying for sure. AMD. I know No Mercy was mentioning Nvidia, which should be quite close to AMD, was a better choice. Nvidia, I'm pretty sure it's a better choice as well. Look at that, nice trending higher. No, I mean, yeah, looks quite good. Apple has been weak, but just remember, Apple is actually curling up, so this might be a better opportunity. If you're going to take longs, Apple might be a better opportunity now as it stands, because I kind of see curling up, especially if it breaks that for 143.40. But SPY has to help, right? If SPY starts to reclaim VWAP and starts to go for it, I think Apple could be a nice, decent opportunity for long. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't lying. Yes, please. Amazon is just chop. This is also very similar to SPY. In fact, even worse, because the range is not that high. So Amazon is in a choppy environment. SPY is, yeah. I mean, that's why you want to have a level where you are going to say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to trade this until it breaks it. Because you know what, we might be in that choppy environment. Does it fade? The color fades off over time. That's bad though, right? S racers are usually the better ones out there, no? As far as I've read reviews on. So I'm thinking Wow, 2019. Wow, dude, you've been loyal. Actually, 29. It's not that bad. I mean, 3 years, right? I thought it was 2009. Nah, 2019 is just recent, man. Just 3 years ago. I think, in my opinion, today, guys, later on, SPY will start to move. After I end the stream, that's when it starts to move anyways. If it does take out that this level here, this is quite crucial. If it starts trending above, we might see more trend to the upside coming, because at that point, the daily will look good for a nice little continuation to the upside. So, you know, until 408 and 410s, there's not much of a resistance, to be honest, after that. So yeah, keep an eye if you're still in the trading, if you're still trading, looking for opportunities. I think longs might have better opportunities there on the break of this level here. Short wise, I mean, yes, if it does break this level here, we might see some continuation towards, actually also shorts have quite a bit of a room. So both sides, you know, keep an eye on these two levels if it starts to take that out, especially with a nice decent volume, right? So I'm going to leave you with the SPY being like that. That's why I'm explaining what I would do if I was actually looking at it. But with the QNRX update for you guys, as you know, my short was here, another add to it here, beautiful add. And then my partial came in, very nice partial, waited quite a bit. Instead of taking partials here, I actually waited for the price to be much lower. So as you can see from the daily, really nice catch on the whole move. Last one, I really want to catch something close to twos if I can. That's the plan with it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna trail the stop on the swing highs if it creates one. Now, for example, if this breaks the 220, then I will put my stop to 231. So that's how it's gonna work. All right. So that's the plan with QNRX, if anybody was wondering. Dude, I'm not leaving you, but for the day, my little one is not that well today, so I need to help out the missus. So yeah, he's actually been home today. He didn't go to nursery at all. Well, actually he did, and I had to go back and pick him up. Tomorrow I'm not gonna take him again, so he's gonna be home. So yeah, unfortunately I might have to leave early, buddy. Yeah, just keep me posted. You can do that on the Discord, and hopefully you catch some decent moves until I see these moves, these levels get taken out. I don't think there will be anything on SPY anyways. Remember, by the way, 2 p.m. there's a Fed meeting, right, for FOMC. That's a big for the market. So if you're gonna trade, make sure you don't trade around that time. Yeah, give it at least half an hour or maybe an hour before you consider trading. So in and out of that 1 hour gap, 1 hour zone basically. So you want to stop trading 1 p.m. and you want to start back trading maybe 3 p.m. if you're going to do it all day. So just don't trade around that area, around that time. However, it'll be interesting if you do have an options running, for example, before that, and you actually manage to hold off. And if it goes crazy, the SPY goes nuts, the volatility is going to pick up massive, right? So that could drive the options premium high, which means even if the market might not have moved a lot, but because of the volatility, you might have a decent trade in your hand. But it's just if. That's just if. Uh, 1 p.m. is 1 p.m. EST, so 1 hour you're actually behind 1 hour, so it will be 12 p.m. for you. But be very careful because that's a big number. That is a big event that you need to stay away from. Another, I would say, what, an hour and no, so an hour and a half, right? Another an hour and a half. You shouldn't you shouldn't look for trades. Okay, awesome, awesome. That's when the SPY is gonna start moving. Anyways, guys, well, I highly appreciate you guys being here, everybody, especially Snickers, always here, Oasis lurking in the background, No Mercy, great to have you back, buddy, and there you go. We'll glasses buddies, and yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck for the day, and take it easy. I will see you tomorrow around 8 a.m. EST. I'm gonna start, and yeah, until then, take it easy, guys. Stay safe. Peace. Do, do, do.